Well, the thing with living in Florida is that the summer weather never really goes away. I caught up with the manager of an acai bowl place in Gainesville who shows us how they're helping customers beat the heat. Well, I don't have any pets, but I asked my TV20 coworkers to send me some snapshots of their little fur balls. And I mean, just look at them. If you're like me, exercising is part of your everyday life, but when your gym's closed, you gotta improvise. Relax, I am not getting married. I just really wanted to try on one of these beautiful dresses. Nothing better than coming home and cracking open a cold one. And don't worry if my boss is watching, this is actually sparkling water. After being cooped up for the past 2 months, I'm sure kids and their parents are just bouncing off the walls, knowing that there's finally places open to go and play. So I hopped on over to Flip Factory in Gainesville to check out the changes they've made. Messages of inspiration are just exploding across a town in California thanks to a yarn bomber. And well, being a waffle lover myself, I had to try. The new mom and dad were on the way to UF Health Shands in Gainesville from Lake City when dad had to pull over because the new baby girl was already pushing her way into the world. The new father tells me he never imagined having this experience, and he's grateful he called 911.
We on Interstate 75 and my fiance just had the baby.
Expecting a baby is an exciting thing for future parents.
That was only surely God. I knew it was because I was about to pass out.
Delivering a baby on the side of I-75 was something Timothy Baker and his fiancée Jasmine would have never expected.
I ain't never seen anything like that in my whole entire life. I give you congrats to the ladies in this world because I tell you, man, it ain't nothing like that. I don't know.
When Baker pulled over, he called 911. Dispatcher Jason Upshaw was on the other end of the line, telling Baker how to keep mom and their baby warm.
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm just as nervous as you are, so we're in this fight together.
Upshaw talked Baker through the afterbirth process.
I was talking to him just, like we were sitting together, just having a conversation. I told him my part and his part was the easy one. Mom had did all the hard work, so him and I were just kind of along for the ride.
He made sure to keep the mood light.
You got to make her middle name I-75.
I said no.
Baker stayed on the phone with Upshaw until first responders arrived.
All I did was talk a little bit. Mama did all the work.
Mama is doing well, and the baby girl is looking strong.
I think that she's gonna probably be in some kind of gymnastics because she did some flipping and stuff. She doing it now.
Baker says he and his fiance are ecstatic about their little bundle of joy and are excited about another addition to their family.
I would like for you to be the godfather of my child. How about that?
And I know you guys are wondering, she was absolutely not named after the interstate in any way. The new parents decided to go with the name Twyla. With a little bit of acoustic and a whole lot of song. Newberry native Joshua Taylor wants his community to remember.
The song was for those two guys over in Gilchrist County, and when we wrote that, it was just one of those things that we wrote from our hearts.
When the rumor came through, I prayed it wasn't true.
The deaths of Sergeant Noel Ramirez and Deputy Taylor Lindsay.
When someone hurts, we all hurt.
Hitting home for Taylor, a retired law enforcement officer himself.
And it was more so than a tragedy that happened to law enforcement, but a tragedy that happened to the whole community because we all hurt.
His song, Hometown Strong, is a reminder.
But everybody has a hometown, and I think if we all realize that we all come from somewhere, and we all can pull together as a team and get things done, and I think that'll help with the healing.
If we stand, divided we fall, hometown strong.
I mean, when I hear that song of it's a sad situation, people making the best out of a very horrible situation, and it reminds me of Gilchrist County. We've been through a whole lot before the shootings and after, but it's hometown strong. I mean, it really is. It resonates with me.
This song, hats off to all law enforcement who say goodbye to their families before heading into work.
Friday, I need you. Go home soon.
We're fathers, we're husbands, we're wives, we're people just like you, just wearing a uniform.
Taylor remembers putting on that badge and still understands why a hero remembered never truly dies.
We as a community love you. We appreciate what you've done for us, and we're behind you. And I think that's, I think that what drives the hometown strong home.
Some of you watching may not know this about me, but my family is actually of proud Mexican descent. So whenever I moved to Gainesville over 6 years ago, I found myself missing my mom's food a lot. But the good thing about North Central Florida is that there are so many Mexican restaurants that make you feel like their casa es tu casa.
Anyone that comes in our restaurant, we want to treat them like family.
When you walk into La Fiesta Mexican restaurant, there is no doubt you will be met with warm hospitality.
That's the way we were brought up, and that's the way we like to treat our customers.
You'll smell the authentic Mexican flavors that will just make your mouth water.
We have a super burrito that's probably the size of your head.
With more than 30 years of serving up Mexican food in Gainesville, Amanda and Lupe want customers to know they do offer takeout and no contact service.
But everything is homemade, everything is fresh, made from scratch, and we have many options for vegetarian to vegan.
The pandemic has affected business.
When you say 50%, you're, like I said, you set 50% and you leave the other 50% out, and sometimes people are waiting in line. Sometimes people are not patient enough to wait, so we lose business there.
But staff is making sure to wear masks, social distance their customers, and sanitize tables, doorknobs, anything that's touched.
We're supporting Gainesville strong, and so we appreciate our customers for being loyal all these years, and especially right now during this crazy pandemic.
By sticking together and
with God's help, we can prevail this thing. We can beat it.
So buen provecho. That means enjoy your meal in Spanish. And if you're interested in having your business featured in our segment, We're Open, head on over to WCJB.com to add details about your business. Reportando en Gainesville, Brianda Villegas.